Well, welcome YouTubers and computer nerds everywhere to another episode of PC Archaeology with Mike. I'm Mike, and today we're going to see what I have dug up. But first, before we get into this, to clear up a little bit from the last episode. In the last episode, I showed you folks this board here, and I asked you for ideas about what it was because I couldn't identify it. I had no idea really what this was. Looked like a video terminal to me, but beyond that, I really couldn't place it. You know, it's got a Z80 on it, it's got a video generator, it's got a whole lot of ROM, but very little RAM. I mean, it's got a lot of RS-232 ports on it. It's got a keyboard port. It certainly looks like a video terminal to me. And yes, that apparently is what it is. Thank you to David Hunt for identifying this as a Human Design Systems Concept Series terminal. After he made that suggestion, I did a little research on my own, and apparently he's right. I have not been able to identify the exact model number of this terminal, but it does seem to be a Human Design Systems Concept Series terminal of some sort. So thanks again, David Hunt. I will set this aside and either play around with trying to get it up and running or put it up for sale at some point. So it's a keeper for sure. So back to today's project. Today we have this board here. You know, one of my other hobbies is scrapping out electronic equipment to get the gold and silver out of them. So a lot of boards come through my hands, but not every board immediately gets scrapped out for the gold and silver. Every once in a while something interesting passes through my hands, and I have to give it a double take and do a little research on it and maybe play around with it and see if I can get it up and running again. So this is one of those boards. I know exactly what this board is. It's no mystery like the last board. It's kind of rare though, and a lot of you watching may not recognize it. What we have here is the motherboard from a Sanyo MBC-550 personal computer, an early IBM PC clone. Now this was marketed as a cheaper alternative to the IBM PC. In fact, it was the least expensive clone on the market at the time. It sold for under $1,000. And that was its big selling point because it didn't have a lot of other great selling points. It was not hardware compatible with the PC at all, and a lot of the software for the PC just didn't run on it either. So it was kind of crippled in that way. So it never really sold big, never really took off, especially not here in the States so much. I think overseas it sold a little better, and there are user groups for this still around. There are still enthusiasts about this. User groups popped up and they shared tips and techniques and schematics on how to upgrade these and make them a lot more useful than they came out of the factory, just because they were so incompatible with the actual IBM 5150 PC. So on the board we've got an 8088 processor. So we've got 8K of EEPROM over here. We've got video controller over here, 46505. We've got 8255 parallel I/O port here. We've got M5W1793 floppy drive controller here, and here's the floppy drive port. This can handle up to 2 floppy drives, apparently. We've got the 8251 UART, 8259 interrupt controller, and we have a full 256K of dynamic RAM installed. And apparently 16K of this RAM is used for video. Now the video on this was a little non-standard. It's kind of, sort of CGA, but not exactly to the CGA standard. They did make an expansion board that would plug in over here that would give it actual CGA graphics. So that was an option. Got Centronics printer port over here, keyboard connector, composite video, RGB video out. So it's an interesting little board. It looks to be complete and in good shape. I am sorely tempted to try firing it up, and I might actually do that sometime in the future. I've just got to get power to it, and hopefully the board is marked -12, +12, +5, and ground. So you know it's very well marked, so I should be able to get power to it. You know, check the composite video, see if I'm getting anything out of it, and yeah, you know, it might be a nice little thing to play with. Or, you know, like I said, there's enthusiasts out there, there's user groups, there's people who still love these computers out there, even though they were so limited when they first came out. You know, this is something else I could probably put up for sale on eBay at some point and make a few bucks on. But I think I'm gonna play around with it a little bit and see if I can get it up and running, just for the fun of it, because you know that's what retro computing is all about, the fun of it. So anyway, I'm going to try and fire this thing up at some point, and I may make another video if I get it up and running. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this at least a little bit interesting. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe to see future videos. They're always coming out. And press the little bell icon that YouTube makes you press to be notified when new videos come out. Thanks a lot again for watching. See you next time. Bye.